The tragedy of Air India Express Flight 812. On May 22, 2010, Air India Express 812 was on its final approach to Mangaluru International Airport. The Boeing 737-800 was carrying 166 passengers and crew. Despite the pilot's experience and the aircraft's advanced technology, a series of factors including fatigue, poor decision-making and a challenging runway led to a catastrophic crash. The flight crew, Captain Zlatko Glusika and First Officer Harbinder Singh Ahluwalia, were tasked to fly a demanding schedule. The captain, recently returned from a vacation, was still adjusting to the time zone differences. This, coupled with the late-night flight, contributed to fatigue. The first officer was also under pressure, handling both pilot and co-pilot duties due to the captain's lapses in attention. As the plane approached Mangaluru, a series of errors unfolded. The crew failed to follow standard procedures, including a crucial approach briefing. This led to a steep descent angle that significantly exceeded the recommended limit. The aircraft's speed also increased rapidly, making it difficult to control. The captain's decision to continue the approach, despite numerous warnings from the aircraft's systems and the co-pilot's concerns, and an unstable flight path, was a critical factor in the disaster. The aircraft's descent was erratic, with instruments showing alarming readings that indicated the plane was not on a safe trajectory. The GPWS, a safety system designed to alert pilots of potential ground impact, issued repeated warnings. These alerts are meant to give pilots ample time to correct their course and avoid a crash. However, the captain persisted, seemingly oblivious to the danger. His determination to land the plane, despite the clear and present risks, overshadowed the safety protocols in place. As the aircraft neared the end of the runway, the captain made a desperate attempt to go around. A maneuver that involves aborting the landing and climbing back into the air, but it was too late. It took a few seconds to spool the engines back up to speed, seconds that they didn't have. They are not going fast enough to go around, and they are not going slow enough to stop safely. The aircraft struggled to gain the necessary lift. The aircraft shuddered as it fought against the forces of physics, trying to lift off from the ground. The last-minute extra thrust from the engines cancelled what little braking power they had left, the aircraft's tires screeching against the tarmac. The passengers, unaware of the full extent of the danger, felt the violent jolts and braced themselves. The cliff's edge is seconds away. The plane enters the poorly maintained Risa at Mangaluru Airport. The rough terrain jolted the aircraft violently, shaking the passengers and crew. The right wing smashes into the ILS antennas. The impact was deafening, a sickening sound of metal against metal. The plane smashes through the boundary fence. The fence offered little resistance, splintering under the force of the speeding plane. The Boeing 737 leaves solid ground. The cliff drops away and gravity takes hold. The plane falls down. The sensation of free fall gripped everyone on board. The impact was devastating, leading to a catastrophic end. Emergency response teams rushed to the scene, but the damage was already done. The investigation into the accident revealed a number of factors that contributed to the tragedy. This comprehensive analysis was conducted by a team of experts who meticulously examined every aspect of the flight, from the pre-flight preparations to the final moments before the crash. Their findings shed light on several critical issues that need to be addressed to enhance aviation safety. Pilot fatigue. The captain's recent return from vacation and the late-night flight schedule likely impaired his judgment and decision-making abilities. Fatigue is a well-documented risk factor in aviation, as it can significantly reduce a pilot's cognitive functions, reaction times, and overall performance. The investigation revealed that the captain had not had sufficient rest before the flight, which may have contributed to his inability to respond effectively to the challenging conditions. Poor decision-making. The crew's failure to follow standard procedures, including the approach briefing, led to a series of errors. The investigation highlighted that the crew did not adequately communicate or coordinate their actions, which is essential for safe flight operations. This lack of adherence to standard operating procedures resulted in a breakdown of situational awareness and ultimately contributed to the accident. The challenging runway, Mangaluru International Airport's short runway, surrounded by cliffs, presented significant challenges, especially during a high-speed approach. The airport's unique topography requires precise and careful handling of the aircraft, particularly during landing. The investigation found that the crew's approach was too fast and unstable, making it difficult to land safely on the short runway. Lack of effective oversight. Air India Express's safety procedures and crew management practices were inadequate. The investigation revealed that there were gaps in the airline's oversight mechanisms, which failed to identify and address the issues that contributed to the accident. Effective oversight is crucial for ensuring that airlines adhere to safety standards and continuously improve their operations. The Air India Express 812 tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the importance of safety in aviation. It underscores the need for continuous vigilance and improvement in all aspects of flight operations. The lessons learned from this accident are invaluable for the entire aviation industry. It highlights the need for strict adherence to standard operating procedures, effective crew resource management, and rigorous pilot training. These elements are fundamental to ensuring that pilots are well prepared to handle any situation that may arise during a flight. The investigation emphasized the importance of regular training and simulations to keep pilots' skills sharp and up to date. By learning from this disaster, the aviation industry can take steps to prevent similar tragedies in the future. This includes implementing more robust fatigue management programs, enhancing communication and decision-making protocols, and improving oversight and regulatory frameworks. The ultimate goal is to create a safer and more reliable aviation system for everyone. Gap 3S. In the years following the crash, significant changes were made in the aviation industry. New regulations were introduced to address pilot fatigue, improve training programs, and enhance safety protocols. The tragic events of Air India Express 812 served as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities within the system, prompting a comprehensive review and overhaul of existing practices. Gap 1S. One of the primary areas of focus was pilot fatigue. Research conducted in the aftermath of the crash highlighted the detrimental effects of long hours and insufficient rest on pilot performance. As a result, stricter guidelines were implemented to ensure that flight crews received adequate rest between their shifts. This move was aimed at reducing human error and enhancing overall flight safety. Gap 1S. Training programs also saw a significant upgrade. Emphasis was placed on scenario-based training, where pilots and crew members were put through realistic simulations of emergency situations. This hands-on approach helped to better prepare them for unexpected challenges, ensuring a higher level of competence and confidence in their abilities. Gap 1S, safety protocols underwent a thorough review, leading to the introduction of more robust procedures and checklists. The aim was to create a culture of safety where every step, no matter how routine, was given the utmost importance. This included everything from pre-flight checks to in-flight procedures and post-flight evaluations. Gap 1S. The lessons learned from the Air India Express Flight 812 tragedy have been instrumental in shaping the future of aviation safety. Regulatory bodies, airlines, and safety experts worked collaboratively to implement these changes, recognizing that the safety of passengers and crew members must always be the top priority. Gap 1S. This video highlights the ongoing efforts to ensure that the skies remain safe for all. The reforms introduced in the wake of the crash have set new standards in the industry, making air travel safer and more reliable. It is a testament to the industry's commitment to learning from past mistakes and continuously striving for improvement. Gap 1S. As we reflect on the changes brought about by this tragedy, we honor the memory of those lost by ensuring that their legacy is one of progress and safety. Through these efforts, we move closer to a future where such a tragedy will never occur again and where the lessons learned continue to guide us towards safer skies. Gap 3S. Amidst the chaos and tragedy of the Air India Express 812 crash, there emerged stories of immense courage and compassion. These tales, often overshadowed by the technical details and investigations, highlight the human spirit's resilience and empathy in the face of disaster. Gap 1S. Local residents were among the first responders. As news of the crash spread, villagers from the nearby areas rushed to the scene, braving the intense heat and dangerous conditions. They formed human chains to pull survivors from the wreckage, offering water, blankets, and comfort to those in desperate need. Their selfless actions undoubtedly saved lives that day, demonstrating the power of community in times of crisis. Gap 1S. Emergency services also played a critical role. Firefighters, paramedics, and police officers worked tirelessly to control the blaze and tend to the injured. Their swift and coordinated efforts ensured that survivors received the urgent medical attention they required. The dedication and professionalism exhibited by these individuals were nothing short of heroic. Gap 1S. Among the passengers, there were also acts of bravery. Some survivors recounted how fellow passengers helped them to escape the burning aircraft, guiding them through the smoke and debris to safety. These moments of solidarity and support amidst the chaos are a testament to the human capacity for kindness and bravery, even in the darkest of times. Gap 1S. The medical staff at local hospitals displayed extraordinary dedication. They worked around the clock, treating injuries and providing emotional support to survivors and their families. Their compassion and expertise were crucial in the aftermath, helping to heal not just physical wounds but emotional scars as well. Gap 1S. These stories of courage and compassion remind us that in the face of tragedy, the human spirit shines brightest. They are a vital part of the narrative, offering hope and demonstrating the profound impact of community and kindness. Gap 2S. As we reflect on the Air India Express 812 tragedy, let us remember these acts of heroism and humanity. They are a poignant reminder that amidst the sorrow, there is always a glimmer of hope, a beacon of light guiding us through the darkness. Gap 3S. In the aftermath of the Air India Express 812 tragedy, technological advancements have played a pivotal role in enhancing aviation safety. Cutting-edge innovations have been integrated into aircraft systems, air traffic control, and pilot training programs to mitigate risks and prevent future accidents. Gap 1S. One significant development has been the implementation of advanced cockpit automation. Modern aircraft are now equipped with state-of-the-art avionics that assist pilots in navigation, communication, and monitoring of flight parameters. These systems provide real-time data and alerts, enabling pilots to make informed decisions and respond swiftly to any anomalies. Gap 1S, the Enhanced Ground Proximity Warning Systems, EGPDUS, has also become a standard feature in commercial aviation. These systems use terrain databases and GPS technology to provide pilots with early warnings of potential ground collisions. By alerting crews to dangerous proximity to the ground, EGPWS has significantly reduced the risk of controlled flight into terrain, CFIT, incidents. Gap 1S, air traffic management has seen remarkable improvements as well. The introduction of Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast, ADSB technology, allows for more precise tracking of aircraft positions. This technology enhances situational awareness for both pilots and air traffic controllers, leading to more efficient and safer management of airspace. Gap 1S. Pilot training has also benefited from technological advancements. Flight simulators have become highly sophisticated, offering realistic scenarios that mirror actual flight conditions. These simulators provide pilots with hands-on experience in handling emergencies, honing their skills and boosting their confidence in crisis situations. Gap 1S. In addition, data analytics and artificial intelligence, AI, are being utilized to identify patterns and trends in flight operations. By analyzing vast amounts of data, airlines and regulatory bodies can pinpoint potential safety issues and implement proactive measures to address them. This data-driven approach ensures that safety enhancements are continuously updated and refined. The integration of technology into aviation safety is a testament to the industry's commitment to preventing future tragedies. While no system can entirely eliminate risk, these advancements have significantly raised the bar for safety standards. Gap 1S. The legacy of Air India Express Flight 812 has spurred a wave of innovation, driving the development of technologies that make air travel safer for all. As we continue to embrace these advancements, we move closer to a future where such tragedies are averted and the skies remain secure. Gap 3S. In the wake of the Air India Express 812 tragedy, the local community of Mangaluru demonstrated remarkable resilience and solidarity. Neighbors, friends, and even strangers came together to support the grieving families, offering comfort and assistance in any way they could. The sense of unity that emerged was a powerful testament to the strength of the human spirit in times of adversity. Community centers and religious institutions opened their doors to provide a space for collective mourning and healing. Support groups and counseling sessions were organized to help individuals cope with their grief. These gatherings fostered a sense of connection and understanding, reminding everyone that they were not alone in their sorrow. Local businesses and organizations also played a crucial role in the recovery process. Many offered financial assistance, employment opportunities, and other forms of support to the affected families. This outpouring of generosity and compassion helped to alleviate some of the immediate burdens faced by those impacted by the tragedy. In the months and years that followed, the community continued to honor the memory of the victims through various initiatives. Annual remembrance ceremonies were held, bringing people together to reflect on the lives lost and to reaffirm their commitment to safety and vigilance. These events served as a reminder of the importance of learning from the past and working towards a safer future. Educational programs and workshops were established to raise awareness about aviation safety and emergency preparedness. By engaging the community in these efforts, a collective sense of responsibility and empowerment was fostered. The tragedy of Flight 812 became a catalyst for positive change, inspiring individuals and organizations to take proactive steps towards improving aviation safety standards. The resilience and determination of the Mangaluru community in the face of such a devastating event is a powerful example of how collective action and compassion can drive healing and progress. As we move forward, it is essential to remember the lessons learned and to continue striving for a safer and more connected world. Through unity and dedication, we can honor the memory of those lost and build a brighter future for all. Gap 3S. The aftermath of the Air India Express Flight 812 tragedy left a profound impact on the families of the victims, the local community, and the aviation industry at large. In the days following the crash, the world witnessed an outpouring of grief and solidarity as people came together to support those affected by the disaster. Gap 2S. Memorial services were held to honor the lives lost in the accident. Families, friends, and colleagues gathered to pay their respects and share their memories of the departed. These ceremonies provided a space for collective mourning and reflection, as well as a reminder of the immense human cost of aviation accidents. Gap 2S. The crash site at Mangaluru International Airport became a place of pilgrimage for many. Visitors left flowers, candles, and personal mementos, transforming the area into a poignant tribute to the victims. Local authorities and airport staff worked tirelessly to provide support and comfort to the grieving families, ensuring that their needs were met during this difficult time. Gap 2S. The tragedy also sparked a broader conversation about aviation safety and the importance of learning from past mistakes. Aviation professionals, policymakers, and the public engaged in discussions about how to prevent such accidents in the future. This collective resolve to improve safety standards serves as a testament to the resilience and determination of the human spirit. Gap 2S. In the years since the accident, the memories of those who perished on Air India Express 812 continue to be honored through various initiatives. Gap 2S. The Air India Express Flight 812 tragedy is a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of vigilance in aviation. As we remember and honor the lives lost, we must also commit to continuous improvement and unwavering dedication to safety. Through remembrance and action, we can strive to build a safer and more compassionate world for all. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on aviation safety and other related topics. Until next time, stay safe. Gap 2S.